Good evening, everyone. Today, I wanted to go over something that I find super important, and I see a lot of people out there using what's called a drill driver, which is this guy right here, instead of using an impact driver, which is this guy over here. And really, unless you're using a drill driver properly, it's best just to use it to drill holes, honestly. Uh, if you use the impact driver to secure your fasteners, the tool does the work for you. And that honestly should be the most important trait of any tool or product that you buy is how can it work for you? How can it either make you more money or save you time so that you can make more money? That is by far the most important purchase you can make, is something that can save you time and make you money. So I have a couple different ones over here, as you can see. So brands right now aren't super relevant, but obviously you can see a size difference between these two specific brands. Again, this is an impact driver, this is a drill driver. Okay, this one actually is what's called a hammer drill, and it has an extra function, an extra setting really for the motor to really engage in even higher gear if you were drilling into concrete, masonry block, things like that. So that's why this one is so much bigger than this one. They all have two gears because the brands we're working with 1 and 2. Same with this one, 1 and 2. And you can see here is for drilling, driving, and there's the hammer function right there. So again, if you're using a drill driver to fasten your project together, you have to put it on the drive function. Super important. A lot of people don't. The second thing you have to do is this here. It's called the chuck. It's got a bunch of numbers on it, and the numbers represent how much work the motor's going to do for you before it bottoms out and it quits. Obviously 0, 1 being the lowest. This one has a setting all the way up to 24. But then you have to figure out what it should be on so that impact driver. This one doesn't have a 1, 2, 3 speed setting on it. The better ones do, so that you can control yet again how much power the tool is putting out, the motor of the tool. This one has a 1, 2, and a 3 on it. I don't know if you can see it. So again, it's the best one you can really get in that lineup. So most important thing to remember is, if you're looking at tools, make sure you get the kit that has the drill driver and the impact driver in it, not just the drill. Just saying, it's not that much more expensive, and it's totally worth it because, again, the tool does the work for you. That's kind of what you're looking for. Drill drills holes, great, all day long. You drill 100 holes, things rocking and rolling, and then you can use the impact driver to put all the fasteners through those holes. It's just faster, honestly. Yeah, so it's a little old school to do it with just the drill driver. Also, things used to be just corded. Now, cordless options. The power really for cordless tools is endless, so you might as well take advantage of the fact that those advances are happening right now and just skip that first drill corded purchase, because you'll end up either throwing it away or it'll go in the back of the drawer and you'll never use it. Never. So yeah, that's what's going on at this point in time. I think that just about covers it. I mean, most of the drills now have what's called a keyless chuck, where you just basically thread it one way or the other to unlock it and lock it. That one, probably couldn't tell, but that one's got a metal chuck, whereas this one is plastic. For what most people do with the tools in a shop setting, at home, metal, plastic, it doesn't necessarily matter. I mean, you're on a job site, you're in the field, metal, more durable, a little more expensive, means it's going to last longer. The other thing to consider, especially when you're talking about cordless tools, is to get brushless. If you can read that, brushless. All that means is it's a brushless motor. It means you'll get a longer life on the motor. It means, see, they got a little BL for their brushless motor. It says brushless down there as well. So longer life out of the motor, you'll get more power from the batteries because the motor doesn't take as much power to use. So yeah, that's impact drivers versus a drill driver. I'm telling you, let the impact driver do the work. Now they even make drill bits for the impact drivers, so you don't even really need a drill. But anyway, I still use a drill for drilling holes, definitely, 100%. So yeah, I think that's all this is going to be as I do this more and figure out kind of more of what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. I'm sure it'll get a little longer, but I don't want to bore anybody with this kind of stuff. But if I could make a recommendation, I would order tools online. Better deals. And really, I feel like a lot of times you get sold at the store more on things or maybe that you didn't need or you didn't want. So definitely online, because most of the time the deals online are better. More batteries offered, an extra tool, something like that. But anyway, brands right now, we won't even really go over brands. It's not super important. Most of them are on tiers. Highest performance, high performance, medium performance, and then the lower end tools. But again, the tool you buy is all based on your need for it. You don't need to walk into the store and get the most expensive tool because it's supposed to be the best if you're not going to be using it 8 hours a day, 5 to 7 days a week. If you're using it in the shop a couple hours a night, start off with something that is much more affordable, something that actually is tailored to do what you're trying to use it for, and that you can get the most value out of. When I first started, I started off with the most tools that I could afford, which happened to be some of the lower end tools, and they got me through 2 years solid before I had to buy new ones. So it's a little bit about my opinion. So yeah, we'll get into more of that later. Thanks for sticking around. Please hit the like button, subscribe. If you want to talk in the comments sections, feel free to leave me comments and I'll get there and answer them as best as I can, just to keep kind of an open dialogue with questions, give you the best answer I can. Thanks.